Good day, everyone. You're welcome to L360, your comprehensive guide to health and wellness. I am Blessing Oduli, and today we'll be discussing a critical topic, brain tumors. And with me is
Solomon Ebedo. Thank you for joining us today. Brain tumor is something that affects a couple of people in the world, and it is important that we look at it and also discuss some of those things that the underlying factors, how it can be managed, and of course, support for people with brain tumor.
Amazing. Talking about brain tumor can be defined as the abnormal growth of cells in the brain or even around the brain, talking about the central spinal canal. And then one thing about brain tumor is that it is a significant health issue, even though in this part of the country it's not really spoken about, but it's something that is of great importance, and we will need to shed more light on it in this episode.
Yeah, so brain tumor can actually be cancerous and also non-cancerous.
That's
so it's possible for it to have brain tumor and it's not cancerous. It can be mild and it can also be critical, something that may need urgent medical attention. But one thing is very common, irrespective of the type, it is that it is actually very painful. And depending on other symptoms that you may feel, it may be something that is very, very challenging for anyone with brain tumor.
Wow, that's actually very, very serious. And still talking about brain tumor are of two major types. You know, we have the primary brain tumor. The primary one is the one that occurs, grows around the brain itself. And then we have the metastatic one, the one that spreads from other areas of the body, other organs of the body down to the brain. So you know that this is a very, very serious issue. And then coming to, you were saying something about symptoms, and picking it up from there, you know, we have various symptoms that individual could experience when they literally have indicators saying that also this person is this person could be diagnosed of brain tumor. Yeah. So would you like to tell us about the symptoms?
So some of the symptoms may be headache, that's like the basic, maybe headache, you may have issues with the vision, you may have issues with the hearing, you may also experience other symptoms that may indicate that something is wrong with your head, and you may feel a heavy head or something, like something is wrong with this vision. See, basically, anytime you feel any symptoms that makes you feel like you need to check your head, it's just best that you approach a medical expert and they run a check on you. And the diagnosis most time has to do with imaging, like the MRI, like the CTs, to check if everything around the brain is normal
or not, or abnormal. And then there are statistics that actually shows that brain tumor should be taken seriously. In Nigeria, according to a study published by the Nigerian Journal of Clinical Practice, 3.3% of cancers or different type of cancers that we have or tumors are associated with brain tumor. So it means that we have thousands of cases every year. And then this thing comes, like a lot of people come down with this, we it all of a sudden, and it looks like, how did this happen? There are some certain risk factors also that could predispose an individual to coming down with brain tumor. Symptoms, risk factors like we have exposure to rays, exposure to harmful chemicals for individuals that work in companies where they have to, where they deal with chemicals. Is of importance that you know that certain exposure to those things are not, it should not be. And then another factor is age. We have brain tumors mostly in children and then older adults. And then another thing is gender. We have some certain types of brain tumors in men, different types of brain tumors in women. Regarding race as well, we have particular brain tumor that occurs in whites and then blacks, meningiomas and gliomas. So let's never go into the intricacies, but it is important to note that brain tumor can happen to anybody, can occur, anybody can be diagnosed of brain tumor. But there are some certain tips that we'll also be sharing to help you stay away from those risk factors that lead to brain tumor.
Yeah, so before the
risk factors,
I think it's important for us to emphasize something, which is support. Support for people that are living with brain tumors, support for their families, because handling some of these challenges is not easy. It is draining. Physically, it is draining. Even mentally, it is draining. So it's important that if you know someone that has it, or they have a family member that has brain tumor, it's important for you to learn the support as many times as possible.
And then the tips to stay away from those predisposing factors are: ensure that you take diets rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Diets like fruits, vegetables, nuts, groundnuts, and all, they are very, very healthy for your brain. Also ensure that you engage in activities, mental activities that keep you hale and hearty and keeps your brain like very, very active. These things would help you stay, it would help your brain health, like it will help you to stay very hale and hearty. Then another thing is exercise. There's a way exercise helps you to keep going and all. So those are the tips that could help you engage your brain and ensure that your brain is very, very healthy.
Because the important, like you said, the exercise, you know, there is this this thing I came across that says you should exercise for at least 30 minutes a day, so as to stay active and also be able to fight brain tumors. So it's important that you know some of these things, and you know, don't joke with your health.
Yeah, very, very
and
important.
the moment you start observing symptoms, or someone around you observes symptoms,
seek medical advice.
You know, may lead to anything outside the regular. Once you observe anything with your system that is outside the regular, it's very important for you to do seek medical advice instantly. Immediately.
We hope that we've been able to educate you on very, very informative tips about brain tumor. Thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of Health 360.
I am Solomon Ededo, and I'm telling you, know this for sure. Together we can fight brain tumor. Together we can support those that are living with this challenge. A blessing Oduni. Stay informed, stay healthy, and spread the news that brain tumor is real.